Blitz.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Today's a new day and we are looking to set you up with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before lines get bumped. Also, take a moment and hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 200 likes, we'll be dropping bonus picks in our next video, so take a moment and hit that like button. Also, at the end of this video, let us know down in the comment section below which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, and any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. And if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. Today we will be getting into the NBA's Tuesday slate of games for the Eastern Conference Finals, so take a moment and hit that like button. Again, if this video gets above 200 likes, we'll be dropping bonus picks in our next video. For our first pick, we'll be headed over to the Rebounds plus Assists tab, and this time we'll be selecting Tyrese Haliburton for more than 13.5 rebounds plus assists. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you'd like to try Outlier for yourself, click our link in the description below to gain a free 7-day trial. We see that this aligned Tyrese Haliburton has actually exceeded in 6 of his last 10 games, including in 2 of the 3 games he's played this series, going well above this line. In Game 2, he did fall below this line in their last matchup. That did result in a loss for the Indiana Pacers, but we are expecting Tyrese Haliburton and the Pacers to come out more aggressive at home for Game 4 and for him to have plenty of opportunity to reach his line. Additionally, this aligned Tyrese Haliburton has exceeded in 60% of his last 20 games. Now, Tyrese Haliburton and the Indiana Pacers will be facing off against a New York Knicks defense that this season was pretty solid overall when it came to defending against their opponents' rebounds plus assists, not allowing too many rebounds or assists to their opponents overall. And when it came to defending against the opponent point guard position, while the Knicks were ranked pretty solidly overall, they still were giving up a fair share amount of rebounds and assists to the position. Here's the Knicks' defensive numbers against opponents' shooting guards for those of you who want to see that as well. But overall, we do expect Tyrese Haliburton to have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that Tyrese Haliburton is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, over 35 minutes per game. And one of the things we do love about Tyrese Haliburton is his high number of potential assists per game over his last 10 games, over 15 potential assists per game, which is very impressive to see, as well as nearly 9 rebound chances, which is also very impressive to see, especially for a guard. So coming into this game, we do like Tyrese Haliburton to have plenty of time as well as opportunity to reach this line. Now, in his career, Tyrese Haliburton has been a solid playmaker this season, actually one of the best playmakers in the NBA, over 9 assists per game. He wasn't much of a rebounder at 3.5 assists per game on the season, but still, during these playoffs, he has really picked up his rebounding. And again, coming off of a loss in Game 3 on their home court, we are expecting Tyrese Haliburton and the Indiana Pacers to come out aggressive and have plenty of opportunity to reach their lines. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking Tyrese Haliburton for more than 13.5 rebounds plus assists. Now, for those of you guys wisely making picks with Underdog as well, we wanted to share with you a couple of plays that we thought had a great chance of hitting, and that is Karl-Anthony Towns for higher than 0.5 double-doubles, as well as Tyrese Haliburton for higher than 0.5 double-doubles. And if you guys like making picks on the traditional PRA stats, but also would like to have the access to making picks on whether or not players get double-doubles or triple-doubles, click our link in the description below and sign up for Underdog using code BETBLITZ, because when you do, you'll receive a free pick as well as 1,000 in bonus cash. And right now, Underdog has been going absolutely insane with all their free picks, discounted player props, and promos that they are dropping on as gifts in your lobby on a day-to-day basis. So again, if you guys aren't already on Underdog, make sure you guys aren't leaving any money on the table and you guys are locking these in. And again, if you aren't already on Underdog, sign up using code BETBLITZ, claim your free pick and bonus cash, and trust us, your profits will increase. Now for our next play, we'll be under the Rebounds plus Assist tab, and this time we'll be selecting, or rather we'll be under the Field Goals Attempted tab, and this time we'll be selecting OG Anunoby for less than 12.5 field goals attempted. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that this is a line that OG Anunoby has failed to exceed in 5 of his last 10 games, including in 2 of the 3 games he's played this series. Actually, in each of the games he has played this series, he has actually been on a decline in field goals attempted. Actually, 3 of his last 5 playoff games, he has actually failed to exceed this line. And head-to-head versus the Indiana Pacers, this is a line OG Anunoby has failed to exceed in 5 of their last 9 matchups. Now, OG Anunoby and the New York Knicks will be facing off against an Indiana Pacers defense that this season hasn't been the best when it comes to defending against their opponents' field goals attempted, giving up plenty of 2-point attempts to their opponents overall, but still ranking solidly when it comes to defending the amount of 3-point attempts from their opponents. And coming into this game, with the Knicks risking going down 3-1 in this series, we are expecting big performances from the Knicks' star players such as Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, and we expect them to really dominate the ball and take up a lot of attempts, ultimately lowering the amount of field goal attempts for their other role players such as OG Anunoby. Now, taking a quick look here at his minutes, we see that OG Anunoby is getting a solid dose of minutes per game over his last 10 games, near 39 minutes per game. However, his minutes have not necessarily translated to an increase in his overall field goal attempts per game, especially when facing off against the Indiana Pacers. And again, taking a look at his field goals over his last 3 games in this series, we see that he has been on a decline, shooting less field goals in each game, as the Knicks star players are taking on a higher burden of scoring. So for all these reasons, we'll be taking OG Anunoby for less than 12.5 field goals attempted. Now, this is a line that has been getting bumped all day. It has been at 13, even to 12. If it drops down to 12, we wouldn't take that. But if it goes up to 13, of course, we would still take his less. And if you guys have been on sports betting for a while, whether on DFS apps or on regular sports books, you know that line bumping is constantly a problem, and that is why our team wants to introduce you to Epic Fantasy. They have an incredible platform for making your sports betting and DFS player prop picks. But what we really love about Epic is that they have what we call line consistency, meaning they don't bump their plays at all, so what you see at the beginning of the day will be exactly the same toward the end of the day. And what we love about Epic as well is the fact that unlike other sportsbooks where you're playing against the house, on Epic you are facing off against other users on the platform, whether playing head-to-head or in a tournament setting. And what that means is that you have the ability to still win your slips even if you miss a couple of plays. And best of all, on Epic they have incredibly high payout boost, which they just recently increased. So you can really win big, especially in tournament settings. And to top it all off, Epic is providing you guys with a nice little deposit match offer when you guys use code BLITZ. So if you guys are into line consistency and you guys hate having your lines constantly getting bumped, you want to win your picks even if you miss multiple plays, and you guys like high payout boost, check out Epic. They are available both on the Google Play as well as the Apple Store, and we know you guys will love Epic as much as we do. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, take a moment and hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 200 likes, we'll be dropping bonus picks in our next video, so take a moment and hit that like button. And again, if the picks in this video weren't enough for you and you'd like access to even more picks, click our link in the description below to gain access to the outlet. These guys are the premier sports betting community, and right now you can gain access to them for 15% off when you use code BLITZ. These guys will get you right, so go give them a look. We thank you for watching, we thank you to all of our channel members, and we'll see you in our next video.